politics is heating up ahead of the municipality elections. Now, BJP's big attack has come against Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi, Manish Sisodia, after Lieutenant Governor claims that Sisodia illegally asked for Liquorgate documents. BJP says OSD of Manish Sisodia wants copies of documents related to Delhi Liquor Excise Policy and the scam. As the news tightens, several arrests and close aides wanting to turn approvers. There is panic in the Aam Aadmi Party. Sisodia, who Kejriwal had recommended for Bharat Ratna, is in the hiding. That's what Amit Malviya's tweet is all about. Amit Malviya there taking on Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia both. Nikhil, my colleague, is with me on the phone line. Nikhil, just help us understand, beyond political attack, is there any substance as far as the charge of many turning approvers in this matter is concerned?
Well, Arunima, as per the details, this was the letter which was written in the month of September by the OSD of Deputy CM to Commissioner of the Excise. And he was clearly seeking a few of the documents and the files which are related to the formation of the Delhi Excise Policy 2021 and 22. So this was a letter which was written by the OSC of Manish Sisodia. And now the leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party, they have clearly been hitting out. They have been saying that there is now panic among the leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party, and at a time when the news has been tightening on Deputy CM, who is also the #1 accused in the Delhi Excise Policy, he is currently in the hiding. So this is where the politics is taking shape. And if you remember, a while back, a PC was addressed by Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, where he has clearly mentioned that there are corruption charges against the leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party who are part of the NCD, in the national capital. But the action is being taken on the leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party. So this is what the details are all about. Back to you, Arunima.
Right. So you're saying this letter has been written in September, but the charge that is being made is that it is making it sound as if now that the CBI has questioned Manish Sisodia, CBI is moving ahead in its probe, Enforcement Directorate is arresting people. The charge seems to be that people close to Mr. Sisodia are panicking, and that is why these documents are being sought.
Well, Arunima, if you remember, a few days back, the PA of Manish Sisodia, he was also being questioned by the security agencies.
Right.
By the
Nikhil, give me a moment. Give me a moment, because Mr. Malviya, who has made this charge himself, is with us on the broadcast. Mr. Malviya, just put it into context for our viewers. Are you alleging that these documents are being sought by Mr. Sisodia's office because they want to damage the investigation in any way?
Well, that is what the agencies have alluded to, assuming that the high-profile people named in this entire scam have changed 140 phones, and they're looking to erase all sorts of record that exists, perhaps even digital trade. It puts into question this request that has come at the last minute. And in the last couple of days, the kind of arrests that we've seen of businessmen from Telangana and Andhra who were involved in money laundering in this excise policy scam, and also Dinesh Arora, a businessman and a close aide of Manish Sisodia, turning or wanting to turn approver, really points to the fact that the news is tightening around Sisodia and the Aam Aadmi Party, and naturally they are in a state of panic at the moment.
You say that there also a possibility of many close aides wanting to turn approvers.
From what it emerges at the moment, that is what it is likely to be. And the arrests that have happened and the several stings that emerged, where people who were beneficiaries of this new arrangement have spoken about giving 50% as kickback to the Aam Aadmi Party and its leader in cash, which is basically all hot money. There are several questions being raised, and Sisodia, who was driving this completely at the behest of Arvind Kejriwal without the approval of the cabinet or the concurrence of the LG, will have much to answer in days ahead.
But Mr. Malviya, Mr. Kejriwal, Mr. Sisodia, time and again they come out and say CBI has not found anything against us. There is no evidence against us. Mr. Sisodia, even after questioning, alleged that CBI officials, in fact, were asking him to turn against the Aam Aadmi Party and join the BJP. So those political charges have been made by the duo.
They have made similar statements for Satyendra Jain also, who continues to be in jail for the last 5 months, and the court has found overwhelming evidence against him. And so these are political, rhetorical statements which Arvind Kejriwal and his team repeat ad nauseum, but they are not born in truth. And if that was the case, why are they in a state of panic? Why has Manish Sisodia gone in hiding? We were told that he would add the 6% to Aam Aadmi Party's vote share in Gujarat. Why is he not in Gujarat campaigning? And why has Arvind Kejriwal, who recommended him for Bharat Ratna, suddenly gone in oblivion. So there are a lot of questions that are now suddenly emerging. Facts are emerging. People are speaking up. And all those who colluded with Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia to turn this into a racket, a massive scam which has led to thousands of crores of loss to Delhi Exchequer are now speaking up.
Right. Since you mentioned that he's not visible in Gujarat elections, Mr. Malviya, Arvind Kejriwal just did a press conference and said that the Delhi MCD elections, in fact, have been announced to split Aam Aadmi Party resources because you're unable to gather any evidence and pin Mr. Sisodia down. You're utilizing, other means to split, quote-unquote, Aam Aadmi Party's resources.
Is Arvind Kejriwal admitting that they are a Delhi-centric party and cannot fight multiple elections at the same time? The BJP is fighting multiple elections in Himachal, in Gujarat, in Delhi. We're also preparing for Nagaland, Tripura, Meghalaya. So if Arvind Kejriwal claims to be this leader in a party with a difference, with a wider footprint, we should not worry about these things unless he's not sure of winning MCD and is now already making excuses like he's done in Himachal and will increasingly do in Gujarat as the polling draws closer.
Right. Amit Malviya of the Bharatiya Janata Party, thank you so much for joining us. Amit Malviya there reiterating what he has tweeted about the news tightening around Manish Sisodia. Nikhil is the one who's tracking the story, still with me on the broadcast. Nikhil, BJP maintains that there is enough evidence and that the news is tightening. That is why there is panic, and that is how the OSD seeking information, seeking documents about the excise policy is being linked to the investigation into this matter. Just put out the facts once more. When was this letter written? Why did the OSD want this file? And what has LG said on it?
Well, Arunima, if you go through the details, it is eventually on the investigating agencies to decide whether the Deputy Chief Minister, he is to be arrested or not, which is always being alleged by the leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party from the Delhi unit to the national unit as well. They have been saying that Sisodia is the one who is the main culprit. But at the end, it is for the investigating agencies. And we have spoken to a number of leaders. In fact, we have spoken to the, people who are into the investigative agencies as well. They are saying that at the end, the case has to stand on its feet in the court of law. This is the reason why they have to see every factor. They have to go through all the details. And now this is the letter which we are talking about. This was written on 30th of September by the OSD to Deputy Chief Minister of the National Capital, Mr. Manish Sisodia. And in this letter, he was clearly seeking details, in fact, in a pen drive of the files and documents.